Hi guys, this has been an extremely busy month. However, I refuse to let the month end, or I refuse to go out of town and go on vacation without getting to this video right here. At the beginning of the month, I put a post in the community post asking you all to ask me your questions and I would answer them. My intention initially was to answer them throughout the month in small short form videos, but honey, the month just money. Okay, it just kept on money. It was very busy. Nothing bad, but just extremely busy. So here we go. We're going to get to the questions that was asked in the community box, as well as a few other questions that were asked via email. So the number one question, the first question we're going to get to is from History Girl. Here you go, History Girl. Hey girl. History Girl said, you talk a lot about saving money, rightfully so. What are some things people should spend their money on, investments, etc.? So, History Girl, it is my personal belief that that is a personal decision. I really believe, as I've shared in many videos, that we should be budgeting every single dollar of our money. Not spending every single dollar, but budgeting. Allocating it to our needs, our wants, our desires, which should include, of course, paying our bills, our expenses, saving, investing, creating like sinking funds. And I'll talk about sinking funds and different things like that in other videos. It is going to narrow down to a personal decision. However, that money should be budgeted and monitored. Sometimes I do what I call mindful spending, and that's more of when I'm not working toward a goal. Other than that, History Girl, I hope this answer helps you, son. I will be having a budget workshop and a budgeting live right here on YouTube, and I'm going to be doing a Zoom where people can come in, and instead of me having to read your questions like I have to do on the live, I'll be able to just talk directly to you, and other people will be able to give their input and share their valuable information as well. So I'll be posting the days to that. So History Girl, I hope you catch that live or the Zoom. Okay, T.QKUY Kendall 517 wants to know, do I have hobbies? If so, what are they? And how often do you fit them in or intentionally include them in your weekly/monthly schedule? I am a big reader. I am an introvert. I require a lot of downtime to myself. I have monthly outings with my friends. My husband and I do dates so many times a week. But for me, I think my main thing is whatever my season or time calls for as an introvert, whatever I'm working on. I do a lot of studying. I love a lot of biblical studies, reading, researching, different things like that. I'm trying to see, I'm not into like a lot of things, but that would be reading and researching. And right now, I would say one of my hobbies is learning different things about YouTube, thumbnails, different things like that. I'm more of the person like that. If I'm doing something, it becomes my hobby. I like it, I love it, and enjoy it. I do whatever I do as long as I like it, love it, and enjoy it. If I don't like it, if I don't love it, if I don't enjoy it, it's not my thing. So right now, I'm hanging out for the summer with my daughter. So that has kind of like become a hobby of mine for the summer. In the fall, things will change because she'll go back to school. I have a little bit more self-time and different things that I will be doing. Fall is my favorite season, so I be doing all the things fall. So we like to go to fairs. We like to go to carnivals. We're big state fair people, things like that. Those are type of hobbies. I think my hobbies kind of are seasonal, but the things that I kind of really stick to is reading, quiet time, and self-time, giving back to myself as an introvert. I hope that wasn't a long, crazy answer. Okay, Lisa. Hey, Lisa. KZ7VW. If you could pick another career, what would it be? What do you feel about working as a correctional nurse in a jail or prison? Woo! If I could pick another career, I would be doing some form of education. I love to educate. I love to transfer information, whatever it is. When I was younger, the only thing that I ever knew that I wanted to be was a nurse or a teacher. I never really knew what I wanted to teach. It was once I got into nursing that I was like, I want to teach nursing. So I enjoy teaching nursing. So even if I never worked the bedside, I never go out in the field, I would be teaching in some kind of environment, whether it be clinical, whether it be classroom, whether it be right here on YouTube. I would be transferring information. Any information that I can exchange with somebody, I would be trying to get it out there. That's what I would be doing. Okay, Marvin Ulola, ULLOA 4438. How long did it take you to get where you are now? Would you do anything different if you could correct your mistakes? Whew, Marvin. Honestly, I am going to make a full video on this, Marvin. I'll give like an overview, but I have a full video that I'm going to be making on this topic. It's going to drop in August. But it took me some time. You know, we go through phases and different things like that. The teenage years, the preteen years, the adolescent years, the young adult, the college, different things like that. But I am going to make a video, look for it. I'm going to be talking all things how I get to the Tawanda that you all see today. How I became actually Tawanda. I'm making a full dedicated video to that, Marvin. So make sure you look out for that. If I would do anything different, honestly, absolutely not. In the moment, in the time, there's really things that I thought that I would do differently. But now that I have arrived to this person that I love, that, I just love, I love me some me. Now that I've arrived to this person, I would not change anything. I've had some heartache, some pain, and some disappointment, but it all made me this woman that I love here today. So no, I wouldn't. But I have to admit, in all transparency, in those moments, I would have probably changed everything. Okay, Dev, the dude RN. Dev must have asked another question somewhere else, because right here it says, I have another one. As a new grad, how long/much would you save before looking into purchasing a home or condo? Dev, I would save the amount that makes me feel comfortable. Whatever that amount that you find that it makes you feel comfortable, it makes you feel at ease, it makes you sleep at night. My husband and I are two different people. My husband is a man. He thinks this like macho way. And so what I find as safe and secure as a woman, as a female, as a wife, and a mother is different. So what we do is we join our two thoughts and we come together with something that is a medium for both of us. It typically is what I'm safe and secure with, because I just have, like I said, my DNA, my makeup, things that I have been through in life has built me a certain kind of way. So I just feel safe and comfortable with certain amounts. So I would say that's going to go down to, if you feel like before you purchase a home, before you purchase a condo, that you want an additional 3, 6, 9, 1 year of savings and different things like that saved before you make that purchase, it's going to go down to a personal decision. Another thing that we will be discussing in the budgeting live and Zoom next month. Okay. Ancilea. I hope I'm so sorry for butchering people's names. Ancilea 85. What was the biggest financial mistake you ever made? How did you turn it around? Also, can you do a what I spend in a day short? And happy birthday. Thank you so much. Okay, I think the craziest thing I ever did was one time I bought a stick shift car. It was only a few $100s. I think I paid like $700 for it, but I could not drive a stick shift. I wound up giving it to somebody. But you know what? I have always been very mindful and strategic about my money. I think probably at one time, when just consuming like just things, just not being as intentional, but that was probably the biggest purchase. I have things now that I don't use or wear as much. I think that would be my biggest thing. Now I am at the point that everything that I spend my money on, I want to make sure there's something that I would use in my daily life. I don't like to acquire things that I think that's too pretty or too expensive to run out the door with every single day. So that's where I have grown and developed and become that person that if I buy, I want to use it every day. If it costs $50,000 or if it costs $5 or $5,000, I want it to fit into my everyday life. So I'm more at that place and position in my life that I want to get the best bang out of my buck. I don't want to stuff sitting on the shelf. I don't want to be thinking like this is for a special occasion. So that's where I'm at right there. I will create some content on what I spend in a day, what I spend in a week. I absolutely will. Grocery shopping and how do you avoid fast food? Now, Danielle Smalls. Now, we going to be staying away from that fast food. Meal planning. Meal planning really helps. So we plan by meal. We literally plan by meal. We don't go to the grocery store and just shop. Just go down aisle to aisle to aisle. I'm not the biggest fan of shopper. I am only in the store as long as for as much as I need to be, and that is it. So we literally plan our meals and we make sure that we have everything that we need for that particular meal. And to me, it saves us a lot of money because my husband and I have never really just went to the grocery store. Very early on, we did that because we just thought that was what we were supposed to do. And there were so much things that we just did not use. So we meal plan. I only buy so many snacks a week or month. My daughter knows once it's gone, it's gone. And that's it. I only buy so many chips and different things like that. I think I mentioned in another video, we don't buy like beverages, soda, juice, or anything like that. We're water drinkers. So that helps us a lot. But meal planning ahead, okay? Planning ahead. You are beautiful. Thank you so much. And that's from Dr. Aisha. I'm not sure if it's Aisha or Aisha. AISHAFNP. Thank you so much. What's your skincare routine? That is another one. I'm going to do and it's very simple. It's nothing complex. But I get a lot of questions about my hair and I get a lot of questions about my skincare. I'm going to do a video and combine it. Skincare and hair routine is going to drop in August. And what does your diet consist of? Dr. Aisha. I hope I'm not pronouncing it wrong. I do intermittent fasting. I do low carbs mainly. I don't avoid carbs, but I have found that intermittent fasting really works for me. My body just does not like to digest food all day long. Every day my intermittent fasting schedule changes because I deprive myself of nothing. So if I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. If it's early in the morning, whatever. Typically, I'm able to stick to a regimen, but I do not deny myself food. The more I do it, the easier it has become. I can stop intermittent fasting and go to a regular general diet where I'm eating, 3 meals a day and snacks like that. But my body is trained. My grandfather taught me the art and the beauty of fasting for spiritual and biblical reasons when I was a very young girl. And I have found being an intermittent fasting very easy for me to do. So that's mainly how I do my diet. And I'll share more about some of the things I eat in some upcoming videos and vlogs. Okay. The next one, Daughter of Zion. Hey, Daughter of Zion. Daughter of Zion is giving me some birthday wishes, and she's letting me know that her sister's birthday is also the same day of my daughter. So we had a mocktail toast. Thank you, Daughter of Zion. Lux Priva Media. Have you ever worked as a contract nurse? And if so, do you know what is not classified the same as an employee with voluntary W-2 earning and therefore not treated the same? Ooh, I have worked contract. I think I had a 1099, but I'm going to be very honest with you. That was so long ago. I can't even recall that. I was contract years ago. And I want to say, even when I did travel, we kind of considered contract as well and work under 1099. I am so sorry I don't have more information on that because that was such a long period of time for me. Okay. Baby Love 9780. what hair staples are, what products are your hair staples. The one that I will say is I use conditioner, and I will say I use a lot of mousse. Do you all remember that luster curl in that white and blue bottle? You can still find it at like the beauty supplies or Walmart. And I use that for a moisturizer, but I'm going to share all of our products in a video about my hair and about my skin. What inspired you to be a nurse? And that is A.J. Brown 8072. When I was young, I was 6 years old, my appendix burst. Prior to me bursting, for 3 weeks, I was sick. My mother had taken me everywhere, to every hospital, to every clinic, everywhere. They could not figure out what was wrong with me. And Easter Sunday morning, I woke up and my appendix burst. It was so bad. I had bile coming from my eyes, my ears, my nose, my mouth, every opening. The toxins and everything had just burst and was releasing themselves. I was in the hospital for months, several months. And it was the nurses that took care of me there when my mother and my father could not be there. Those nurses took great care of me. It was not the doctors. The doctors have given up hope on me. But those nurses, they sat with me. They hung in there with me. They taught me they taught me math while I was in. I learned multiplication and division and double addition and different things like that. And I wanted to be one of those. There was nothing else from that moment on, from those months that I spent there in the hospital, in the ICU and step down units and different things like that. They were heroes to me, and I wanted to be a nurse. Okay. Next, what's a reasonable weekly out to eat allowance? That's Dev, the dude, RN. Dev, you're gonna have to come to the budgeting workshop, because we're gonna see what fits in. You never know, because are you single? Are you married? Are you in a relationship, or is it just you? So you're gonna have to determine what is reasonable for you. I want you to come, Dev, to the budgeting workshop, okay? Next month I'll be posting the date really, really soon. Miss Pollard, hey Miss Pollard. What's your hair regimen, Miss Pollard? I'm going to get to that in that video. I did share some of it in the video, if you all seen, that I posted about my daughter's hair regimen. Mine is pretty similar. I'm very honest and transparent. I take way better care of her hair than I do mine. Tips on how to save money. Danielle Smalls, 7973. Budgeting. That's the only way you're going to save, because you got to know what's going out, what's coming in, and what you can afford to save. Danielle, I want to see you at the budgeting workshop, okay? I want you to be in one of those workshops. There's going to be two. One is going to be a live, and one is going to be a Zoom. Eunice Rogers, 618, to travel now or to find a permanent job. That's really, travel rates are not as much as they have been the last couple of years, but it's going to kind of boil down to a personal decision. For me, traveling is just not in the cards for me right now. I just want to be at home with my daughter. I want to be with my husband. I don't want to be away from my family. If I was to travel, it would be maybe sometime like during the summer, but we kind of have staple things that we do. We have like a routine. We have a traveling schedule that we follow for the year. Then we allow for different things to come in. But it is really, and your goals, it's going to boil down to your goals. If the traveling income is what is going to allow you to meet your financial goals, or maybe it's your goal is you just want to travel and see the world. Those are like a personal things, but the money is still out there. Check out Sheena, SHEENAP. She just dropped a great video. She is a traveling nurse. Tons of information. She is a wealth of information for travelers. Sheena P. Okay. Ellie Matt 4718 said, talk about sex in the facilities. Honey, this was the last question, and I needed to know from Ellie, are we talking about with the patients or with the staff? Because I done seen it all. I done walked in on patients. I done walked in on staff. Ellie said with the staff. I'm not sure if it's L or Ellie. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we should not be having sex at our place of employment. Let's just stop it. If we're doing it, I know it has been done. Oh, I know it has been done. I know people, honey, we're not going to be doing that. We're not going to be doing that. We're just not going to be doing it. It happens. I have worked in facilities where people were in relationships. They had husbands, they had wives at home, they had multiple partners there at the job, and they was having just is all kinds of stuff. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. And I also have worked where patients have been married or patients have been in relationships. Now, I do want to add this to the conversation about sex. If you are working in a facilitated environment or hospital, and especially psych, okay, long-term care, different things like that, and you have patients that are engaged in a relationship, if a patient has a cognitive deficit, you need to make someone aware that you believe that that patient is engaging in a sexual relationship with someone. That could be a huge liability. Like I said, I did not want to make this video that long, but I definitely did not want to end the month nor go on vacation without getting to this video. Thank you all for all the great questions. I will go into detail on some of them in further videos. Definitely the hair and skin care video, and a lot of the budgeting questions. We're going to be answering a lot of the budgeting questions in the budgeting workshops that I'm going to do in August. And then I'm going to put a post up at some point for you all to let me know what nursing content you all want to see in the month of August. I think the video that will come out before this one here is about negotiating your salary. Until next time, if you like content like this, if you like nursing, budgeting, money, time management, financing, anything like that, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe to According to Tawanda. Until next time, guys.